Oke, selamat datang di channel Yahoo. Sekarang saya akan memainkan Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. Oke, langsung saja kita akan lanjut di new game. Oke, itu tadi katanya intronya. Jadi ini sekarang sudah yang bilang ini ini Sherlock Holmes. Jadi saya sekarang
Holmes,
mainkan. Oke, ini gimana ya?
Holmes, will you stop that?
Baru mulai sekarang sudah ditembak-tembak. Oke, aman. Oke, baru
Stop,
pertama
Holmes.
sudah tembak-tembak.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Let's try it. Ini katanya mirip seperti di
Lestrade. What is it this time?
Lestrade.
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. Gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Medi men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should have Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Oke. Jadi ini kelihatannya korbannya itu pelaut. Siapa tadi namanya? Lupa. Tekan tab. Sini ada investigasi. Oh iya ini. Peter Carey di Woodman Lee. Oh berarti nanti nih beli pakaian yang sesuai bertemu dengan Lestrade. Oke. Oh, ini petanya di sini. Berarti di selatan. Oke. Oh, ini petunjuk. Peter Carey. Lahir tahun 1845. 50 tahun. Dia pemburu paus ini katanya. Sekarang sudah pensiun di tahun 84. 84 dia pindah ke Woodman. Oke, apalagi? Dokumen nggak ada, dialog. Oh, ini yang tadi. Oke, ini Mir, Ekos. Oh, ini karakternya kalau nanti sudah dapat. Oke, yang pertama ya pilih baju dulu. Apa bicara dulu?
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Oke. Jadi bajunya di mana? Oke, bukan di sini. Di sini. Di sini. Itu bukan sebenarnya. Di sini. Oh ya, oke. Sini. Oh, bukan juga. Boleh, sudah ganti. Coba lihat dulu, belum dilihat ini tadi. Casual, black, brown street. Bandit. Banyak juga ini. Coba ini. Oh, jangan. Casual aja kalau ini. Oke. Next. Oke, habis itu sudah. Ini larinya shift. Oke. Jadi ke Woodman. Oke, benar. Oh, bisa buka akses juga di sini. Jadi tugas kita nanti ya di sini investigasi kematian dari Peter Carey ini, terus investigasi juga kejadian di Woodman. Ini emang sama seperti novel sih. Kalau di novelnya juga emang ada pelaut, tapi detailnya sudah lupa karena sudah lama baca. Jadi petunjuk satu-satunya di sini cuma ini. Jadi dia botak. Botak punya janggut, kumis. Apalagi? Nggak ada. Cuman ini.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Oh, ini ada tugas baru ini. Kalian, yang di bawah tadi sudah selesai, berarti tinggal gue investigasi. Jadi harus ke situ dulu.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Oh,
Madam,
itu
can you
pertanyaannya.
tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Oh, berarti dia pemabuk gitu. Terus kalau lagi mabuk gitu teriak-teriak, astaga. Pertama apa yang kedua? Seharusnya tanya dulu. Ini kan dia belum tahu ini pembunuhnya kapan. Berarti ini tuh.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... Oh, dear.
Berarti suaminya ini juga ngelarang untuk masuk ke kabinnya gitu. Oke. Apa tanya yang atas dulu ya? Soalnya kan dia sudah tahu kalau itu mati waktu dia suaminya meninggal, waktu dia ke situ. Jadi lihat ini.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. We lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Oh iya. Oke, coba kita lihat. Oh, ini untuk ngecek cari yang bentar. Oh, ini cameo. Yang mana lagi yang nggak ada? Oh, ini bisa dicek juga. Gardening. Ini birdhouse. Kalau buku Castle. Oh, ini istrinya tukang kebun juga. Oh, itu kembali lagi. Ya udah exit. Apa ini ya? Coba cek ini.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Never mind. Thank you, madam.
Ini sembarangan pilih ini. Aduh. Udah, semoga nggak ada konsekuensinya nanti. Coba kita cek apa tanya ini dulu.
Mr. Holmes?
Oke. Cuman gitu. Di sini.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Oh iya, ini pekerjaan. Oh, ada baru. Ini istrinya, kelihatannya dia nggak senang di pernikahannya. Religius dan Katolik. Oke, kelihatannya nggak ada yang baru. Oh ya, ini untuk karakter ini.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Ada jejak kaki.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Oh, kelihatannya kalau besar gini orangnya kemungkinan besar juga ini. Ada lagi tidak? Sini. Katanya nggak ada. Apa emang harus datang? Ya udah, kita datang Lestrade.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Oke, benar sih.
Mr. Holmes?
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Oh, berarti ada yang mau masuk ke dalam. Oke, kita cek. Berarti ini punya penglihatan super.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Oke, yang di belakang tadi itu jejaknya besar. Itu belum tentu punya pelakunya atau punya orang yang masuk ke sebelumnya, atau juga yang cek yang mau buka pintu ini dengan paksa. Kan belum tahu. Jadi kita cek dulu dalam.
What a terrible way to die.
Wow. Nancap di dinding. Katanya emang yang bunuhnya,
Hammerfest.
yang bunuhnya itu orangnya
Dundee.
kuat sekali.
It's a whaling map.
Dia kan pemburu paus, jadi kemungkinan yang bunuhnya juga pelaut. Soalnya nancap seperti itu orangnya harus kuat sekali.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Besar juga ya gigi paus. Nggak ada yang nggak biasa.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf.
Berarti
An object
ada
was
barang yang
taken from
diambil.
here. It was larger than a book, a box or a small chest, perhaps.
Oke. Tadi apa itu? F. Oh. Jadi di situ ada barang yang diambil. Apa ini yang bisa dicek di sini?
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Oh, berarti dia kapten. Dia pernah. Sini ada apa? Coba cek. Ada sepatu.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Size 8. 8 lah. Nggak bisa bahasa Inggris.
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
Itu ukuran 8. Coba cek di luar. Ini ukuran berapa? Oke.
These boots don't match the footprints.
Oh, oke. Berarti ini memang benar. Ini katanya punya pembunuhnya. Jadi coba cek lagi dalam. Mungkin ada yang lain. This glass. Botol.
Rum. A sailor's drink.
Pelaut biasa minum.
Someone drank from this glass recently. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Oh, berarti ini kemungkinan temannya ini. Orang dia kenal. Soalnya nggak mungkin dia minum sama orang yang nggak dia kenal. Apalagi istrinya aja nggak di istrinya jadi larang masuk kan, kemungkinan ini teman dekatnya ini, atau teman satu pelaut nih.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
PC nama dia mungkin. Oke.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Loh, nggak pernah. Oh, bisa gini ya, apa dari belakang? Oh, itu di atas ini benar nggak? Gimana ya? Oh, ini bisa dipindah. Apa dari sini? Enggak juga. Lah, bakal lama ini kalau seperti ini. Oke, sudah sini. Ya, sudah. Nggak ada yang muncul. Nggak bisa. Sudah. Oke, sudah.
Yes,
Lama juga.
this is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Apa tadi? Tobacco. PC. Bentar. Ini tadi namanya siapa? Peter Carey. Oh, iya benar. Carey. Jadi Carey istrinya. Cek. Sudah banyak lalat ini. Sama dicek alatnya atau orang. Oke. Yang pertama kondisinya dulu.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
Pelaut biasa.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Oh iya benar kan. Dia tahu siapa pembunuh. Cek ini dulu.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Ini kemungkinan senjata punya dia sendiri nih. Ada lagi.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
Iya, ini yang bunuhnya kuat sekali. Sampai bisa tembus, nempel di dinding lagi kan. Oke.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Oh, apa ini?
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Oke, nanti cek lagi apa itu. Rotate. Hah?
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Pembunuhnya pakai tombak, dia pakai pisau kecil aja. Oke. Mana tadi? Barangnya di mana ya? Itu nggak ada. Jadi di mana? Apa kembali lagi? Ini.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Oh ini. Oh, oke. Coba lihat. Pin in the Thames. Apa ya? Gimana ini? F1 coba lihat. Find the pair. Oh, ini cari pasangannya. Coba ini sama ini. Oh, ada satu. To see if the break-in attempt to be repeated. Oh ya, ini kan yang tadi yang mau buka pintu secara paksa itu. Kemungkinan ada yang lain.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Apa? Investigate sudah. Organize. Oh, ini mau buat penyergapan ini malam ini. Coba lihat lagi. Ada nggak yang lain? Been to the wall. Enggak ada yang cocok. Seharusnya ini sama yang note nih tadi. Apa itu sama yang udahlah, coba lihat dulu. Berarti ngomong sama inspektor.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky,
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Oke, berarti malam ini ada mereka mau buat penyergapan. Terus ini sudah seharusnya. Apa dicek lagi? Di sini sudah.
The murder weapon was probably taken from this rack.
Sudah ada buku. Apa tanya itu lagi? Di sama. Coba aja. Soalnya kan masih ada barang-barang yang diambil tapi belum. belum diperiksa. Oh iya ya, tadi kan ada itu yang tabako apa? Coba lihat aja dulu.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Jadi itu punya siapa kalau suaminya sudah nggak merokok selama ini?
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Oh, itu suaminya. Aku kira dia sendiri yang buat. Coba lihat lagi.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Sebentar, itu kan kotaknya sudah nggak ada. Terus apa kembali?
Thank you, madam.
Ini ada nggak? Oh, ada banyak. Missing tin box. Coba ini dengan ini nggak bisa. Coba ini carry sama missing nggak bisa juga. Apa ini sama ini nggak bisa, ini juga nggak bisa, ini juga nggak bisa. Apa burger journal dengan ini nggak bisa. Ini coba aja satu-satu. Apalagi ya, ini semua sudah, ini nggak bisa juga. Nggak ada hubungan sama sekali. Waduh, apa cek keliling dulu. Ini nggak ada, itu nggak bisa. Ini sudah dicek. Di sini bisa. Sudah ada burung.
Mr. Holmes?
Laila. Di sini.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Berarti ini harus diinvestigasi lebih lanjut ini. Jadi perlu sembunyi. Apa sembunyi di sini? Gimana katanya?
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
This window is locked from the inside. I do not see any attempt at a break-in.
Oh, ini apa namanya? Berarti ini nanti malam lagi nih. Melanjutin yang malam nanti. Apa lanjutkan apa main dulu ya? Ini sudah agak lama, jadi kita berhenti di sini dulu. Oke, terima kasih untuk sudah nonton. Jadi sampai jumpa.